Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino, checking in on our cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin running up. We had this nice little start to the run up. You actually had to update this. Hope everyone updated that to that pausing bar. That was the pausing bar right here. So you can see we had it on this one because that's when I recorded the video, but this was actually turned into the pausing bar. Gave us a level of about 69.43, and you can see here, let me update this, that's the other one, 69.43, spiking up. What was the high? I don't even know what happened to my window. High 69.90, coming back down to the rotation zone. And remember, we always pay attention to the close, so it's just spiking below it and then returning and closing in it, trying to get a rotation up, a pretty weak rotation right now up. Generally, you know, this is a Friday, end of day, and even Saturday. We start watching for the rotations up starting Sunday afternoon, Chicago time. So just do the conversion to your own time zone. That's when you get generally the really strong rotations, if it's going to rotate back up. So now we can update this to that level. Clearly coming out of the overbought condition. No divergence up here. Is just was hitting the key level, starting to pull back. This is why you can take actions at these key levels. That's the point of this, to take actions at the key levels. You move up stops, you take some profits, then look to reload back in the rotation zone. So if we break below the rotation zone about 5,900, then we'll start watching for 5660, 5493, so essentially 5,500, then 5327 area. Those are the next key levels. Downside, if we fell through that, next area we're watching is about 5,100. To the upside, again, above 7,000, we have 7,300 and 7,629. Let's check in on that daily chart. Daily chart, you can see here, look at this. Beautiful. To the other end of the rotation zone. So yesterday we closed in the rotation zone, and what do we say when we generally close the rotation zone? We start watching for the other side of the rotation zone, coming up to the other side of the rotation zone, then closing back down. Again, this day's not closed yet. It could still get a strong rally, but it's a Friday. This is probably going to be roughly around where it closes, so it was rejected from the other end of the rotation zone. So that's what, if you get the key close next week above 7,000, then it's actually above the rotation zone. It starts getting into neutral to slightly bullish mode on the daily chart. Again, 4 hour, where it's in bullish mode. So 4 hours in bullish mode. Daily chart is still in bearish mode until we get above 7,000. But you can be in bullish mode on 4 hour chart. It just means you're starting to watch for rallies into the rotation zone, which we got. So that's the way you'll play it. Again, if you get above a 76.29, start watching for the 50-day exponential and this really nice shelf right there. So that'd be about 7,900. So those are all your key levels. We'll do another update this weekend. Let's switch over to Ethereum for now. Ethereum, we had 152, and we had another level slightly above it. So we had a little wider cluster. 152 to 153, spiking up there. You can see that. Let me move some of these levels. And then pulling back. Just got to update the charts. So that was from this over here. I'm just going to take some of these off. So the minor levels, I'm actually going to go now to this swing low since I removed these other ones. Give us some more of the major levels at this point. Closing back below the rotation zone, then back in it. That was a pretty big sell-off, some profit taking in Ethereum. Not going to really watch until we get a rotation back above this 140 level. If we get above 140, I'll start getting into more of the bullish mode back on the 4 hour chart. Then I'd start watching for about 146.50 area, 154. Then to the upside now with the new levels, we have 162 and 170. Support, we had the spike down, but I'm really going to be watching if we trade back down to about 119.50, then if we drop below there, about 112. Those are the key levels. You can also, as always, bring on your extension tool. whatever your platform is, bring on the extension tool. It's probably called Fibonacci extension. So I'm extending it from this point. Sometimes there's 3 clicks, sometimes there's 2. On this platform, the expansion would be 3 clicks, the extension would be 2 clicks. If it's 3 clicks, just make sure your last 2 points are the same point here. And then we're going to the extensions. So if we drop below 115.50, 110.70, which is right at the bottom of this little support shelf, then 105.89, so 106. Let's switch over to Ethereum on the daily. That was just the 4-hour daily. So you see here yesterday, close in the rotation zone, just barely tried to run up. The other end of the rotation zone sitting about 166, could not get there, closing back below the rotation zone. So this one did not make it to the other side of the rotation zone, showing a bit more weakness, especially with that little spike sell-off. Watch where today closes. It'd be more bullish if it actually closes above about 133.50. So 133.50, we get another close in the rotation zone, then we'll really be focused on the other end of the rotation zone next week. If not, we'll be watching this really key area about 115 for critical support. Out of oversold condition on the daily. So let's see how this plays until Sunday. We'll do another update probably Sunday afternoon, Chicago time, and see how this is setting up going into next week's trading. So what we have for you for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.